Hello everyone, Untitled Chapter, welcome to another mod overview, this time on powered thingies. A mod that pretty much adds in a bunch of ore processing, as well as a few power generators, some planting, and some animal management sort of stuff, along with XP storage and fluid solidifying. So, originally this was Mekfarm, which was only the animal farming and plant farming sort of aspects, and then eventually ended up into this. So this is the 1.12 version, but if you wanted one for 1.10 or 1.11, you'd be going for Mekfarm. I'll put either of those in the description. Otherwise you can use Tesla power with this, you don't have to. And there is obviously a core for bushes, so things like all berry bushes and that other stuff. So we'll get into that later, or in its own video. So what we'll probably want to do first is get a bunch of walls, I think, first, and then we'll just sort of set this up accordingly. So yeah, so just go like so, and I'm not going to put the exact areas that it can cover, but we'll get a fair amount put together. Like so. Alright, so first up, we'll go with the animal farming blocks first. Get rid of all this grass. Okay, so first we have the animal farm block, which is simply wheat, a carrot, a machine case, which you'll come across often, and then you need some planks and a stone gear. And there is obviously different types of gears, which you'll get from the Tesla core lib, which is needed to also pretty much add all the recipes to the mod. So you'll come across things like diamond gears, which you can make with stone and iron and so on, as with the wood, stone, iron, and gold variations with different tiers of the machines. And yeah, so we'll just go with the following here. We'll just place this like so. When sort of looking at it, you can see by sneaking the actual side that it is. And if we go inside the interface, you can see like so. We have an energy buffer. You've got configurable sides for energy items, so that'd be things like your batteries. Input items, so that'd be things like your wheat or carrots. And you've got your outputs, which is obviously for any other certain possibilities. You've got a redstone signal part on the side, your upgrades, your work area showing type thing, so I was a bit off, but either way, doesn't matter too much. And then you've got the sort of working button, so yeah. So we'll get our generator here, even though I've got one, I'm going to need a few more. And since I don't have too many Tesla things in here, I can't really do that, but it's fine. It still works off RF, and I think Forge Energy, so that's fine. Alrighty, so we'll get our coal in here, and that's not gonna get anything, so we'll accept it from the bottom, and that'll be fine. Now that that's configured, it's got the necessary power. You can see by looking here on the energy buffer, or the work energy buffer, sorry, compared to the regular stored energy buffer, or stored energy capacity, you've got obviously 20 RF per tick is used every 30 ticks to then operate on the mobs. So we get some wheat, for example, and we get some cows. We can do, okay, let's see, just get a few in here, get some wheat, and eventually it'll do its thing, and have the cows breed. And then obviously we've got our baby cows now. There's that, and that'll just do things when they're ready, of course. If we don't want that to do anything, we can turn that off, or we can have it always doing things. Otherwise, the next thing you can do with these is an animal package, which is simply planks, iron bars, and redstone. What we want to do with this is put it in here like so, and this will be the only thing that sort of appears in the output. So, yeah. Now, we'll package everything, as you can see here, so we've even got some baby cows or calves in here. And what you can do with this, if the sheep will move, is pretty much use an animal releaser. So you need a dispenser and obviously a bunch of other stuff. And you can put these packages either through a piping system and then into this, or you can just take it out like so and then move it. So if we go over here and just get a bunch of other walls, just for like a small area here, we can now release our mobs. So I just need a pickaxe, of course. And let's see, so we'll go here and we'll go here. Let's see, wall here, and we'll want our releaser here. And the important part is that the back side of the machine is the actual one you'll want. The front side with the cow face is the opposite. So it's just the front here, and the back is the one that actually does things. So if I put the package in here, and I give this thing also some power, which I probably should just get a bunch of the same generators or other resources, but either way. So we'll just get that, and we'll get this. Then, let's see, we go here, and obviously we're going to set that up again, whoops, from down here. That'll do its thing, and that'll be in the output slot because it's been used, and now it'll move the calf in there. Now, what you can do is pretty much use a bunch of upgrades, like so, which is either the adult filter, or the baby filter, and you can filter out what it will do. So for example, if I didn't want the calves in here to be packaged, it'll be that I want to put the adult one in here. So for example, I want the adult one in here, and maybe I'll want the baby one in here. Actually, I can't do that, so yeah. But for the most part, of course, if you want to use both, you can't. So you can only use one or the other. But if you want to package up certain mobs, you can move the adults into here and leave the babies in here, and then wait for them to get packaged and moved over. Or you can package the babies and then sort of do the reverse where they get put in here and so on, and these one can still breed, and any of the others can end up in this. So yeah, so this is just for releasing the mobs, as you can't actually do that by right-clicking, unlike with certain others where you have like a sol vial or something like that. So you do have to actually allow for the releaser to do it. And obviously its area is like so. Similarly, I wasn't considering that much with it, but anyway. And we've got pretty much the same slots there, so we don't need to cover those. Next we have the, where is it, electric butcher, which is made like so with planks, iron gear, case, and diamond sword. And this is pretty much for just your, I guess I'd say your harvesting of mobs. So if we let you, I don't want you to escape, but okay, you can do that. Wrong way. Here we go. So we need another generator, another lot of coal, because I keep forgetting. Okay. Now I can use obviously the other generators in the mod. I'm just demonstrating in that for what we have here until we get to that point. So we'll just put one in here, we'll put this in here and this here. So that's fine, so I'll accept that. The working area of like so. And we'll just put in a bunch of the packaged mobs. So let's get these. Just let these be unpackaged. Like so, and some of them will be inside and some of them won't, so that's fine enough, I guess. Alright, can you just sort of stay there? That'd be great. Yeah, that's not what I wanted, but oh well, it works. Okay, now, with the butcher, of course, you pretty much just put a sword in, and it seems that you can also pick up walls, which is nice. You just put a sword in, and obviously it will just attack anything. If I don't want it to, I can prevent with either adults or babies if I want them to be harvested. So let's see, is that working? Yep, so once they get within the area, it'll attack them, and it'll keep the following contents in there. Now if you don't want it to harm babies, it's best to put adults in because it will target them, but with babies it will target them. So for packaging you'll probably want babies to be put in here, then they grow up, then you harvest the cow, and then so on and so on. So yeah, but if you don't care about either, then obviously you can leave it accordingly.